a slight problem with the water, and I'll sum it up pretty quick for you. What happened? People in Mexico will tell you don't drink the water in Woburn. But growing up, true story, growing up, both my parents were deaf, and some people know that, but true story, that's not the funny part. Feel free to chuckle anyway, thanks. But everything we had in the house flashed instead of ringing. The doorbell, the alarm clock, the telephone. So by the time I was 15, first time I walked on a disco, and shit, somebody get the phone. The first 5 years of my life, when I was watching my parents do sign language, I'm thinking, man, are we Italian or are we in a gang? The only thing cool about that is I was the interpreter of every situation, so it came in really handy when I was in high school. I got caught with something illegal that rhymes with pot. They called my father's work and said, your son's got in trouble. My father has no clue what I did. He walks in the principal's office. Principal throws a bag of dope down on the desk, and he goes, we found this on him. My father goes, what did he say? He wants to know if you want to buy some weed. He wants me to take the next 2 weeks off. I got to tell you this, I was thinking about this. Obviously, it's a tragedy, kids bringing guns to schools nowadays. It's horrible. But I thought about this. When I was in high school, we smoked so much dope. If someone showed up with a gun, we'd have made a pipe out of it. Shotgun! Let's make pipes out of anything. An apple, a pear, a buffering bottle. Your hand, you're like... Doesn't that hurt? Yeah, but it's not going on in a minute. Hey, so everybody, I'm sure we all get buddies that are still out there. I got one buddy of mine who's still out there. No matter what happens, he blames something else, right? He's still out there drinking. Like, he goes skiing one time, he drinks like a quart and a half of tequila. Halfway down a mountain, he starts throwing up. He goes, man, this friggin' altitude is killing me. Next day, he gets up to brush his teeth. He starts throwing up. He goes, what the hell's in this toothpaste? I don't know. I think it's called denial. On the beach one day with him all day, he has like 20 mudslides and 1 ounce of food. He starts to get a headache. One of the girls goes, oh, here, take some Tylenol. He goes, oh, no, that's bad for your liver. Last summer, this guy thought it was legal to drink and drive a boat, so he's driving around Boston Harbor, drunk out of his mind, scaring the other boaters. The police finally get in a pull over. They climb in the boat. They look at him. They go, all right, kid, you've been drinking? He goes, all day. Wrong answer. He's also the only guy in the world I've ever seen him at a party one night. He's in a corner passing a joint back and forth to himself. Swear to God, I look across the room. This is what I see. Hey, over here. Oh, there you go. Over here. Oh, there you go. So I go, Rick, you have to let me give you a ride home. But he insists we buy groceries, right? He buys like $100 worth of groceries. Back to the house, puts it all away, and he goes, screw it, call Domino's. I'm way too high to cook. Cooking is great when you're drunk and high, or when you were drunk or high. Excuse me. Some people are like, we're not drunk. It's great to get home at 4 in the morning and trying to read the directions on a frozen pizza box. Let's see, cook at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. But I'm not going to be awake that long. I think I'll cook it at 1,000 degrees for 1 minute. Fire department hate that joke. Folks, before I bring this next guy up, I got to just do this dumb joke. Years ago, we started out like 20 years ago, me and Joe Carroll and Mike Pryor, a whole bunch of us, and I did this dumb joke, and for some reason, this kid lost his mind whenever I did it. I'd say, well, I just got cable today, and I'd just go, I don't see what the big deal is. See, it's just okay, but this guy always lost his mind whenever I told this, and he just lost his mind that I brought it with me. And I know half of you are going, that was almost an interesting story, Jack, thanks. Any more shit? Should I go to the bathroom now? Or?